The first time it happened, Ethan thought he was dreaming. He was standing on a crowded subway platform, headphones in, half awake as usual, when suddenly the world around him froze. Time itself seemed to stretch thin. The colors of the station dulled, the sounds faded, and before his eyes, reality melted into something else. For a split second, he saw the same platform but empty, silent, abandoned, and then a blinding flash. When he blinked, everything was back to normal. The train arrived, the crowd moved, life went on. For days, Ethan convinced himself it was just his imagination, a weird daydream, nothing more. But then it happened again, and again. Visions that flickered in and out like old film reels, sometimes moments ahead, sometimes days, sometimes something far darker. He saw a woman dropping her keys moments before it happened. He saw an accident at an intersection before the sirens ever wailed. He saw rain before the clouds gathered. It wasn't just coincidence, he was seeing the future. At first, it was thrilling. He used it in small ways, avoiding crowded streets, picking the fastest checkout line at the store, even guessing lottery numbers, small ones. Nothing too suspicious. He told no one. Who would believe him? But the more he used it, the more the visions came uninvited. At night he saw flashes of war, of fires, of people screaming in streets he didn't recognize. He saw buildings crumble, oceans rise, faces twisted in fear. The future wasn't always pretty. Ethan stopped sleeping. The visions haunted him. He began writing them down, page after page, filling notebooks with dates, places, faces. Some things came true within hours, others didn't yet. He wasn't sure if he was seeing one future or many. Was the future fixed, or was it something fluid, something that could change if he acted? The question kept him awake, his heart pounding with every new glimpse of what was to come. One morning, he saw himself, sitting on the edge of a ruined city, ash falling like snow, the sky dark with smoke. In the vision, he was older, tired, alone. The world around him was broken. Ethan knew then that this wasn't just random flashes of time, it was a warning. A catastrophe was coming, something huge, something that would change everything, and somehow, he was part of it. Desperate for answers, he sought out scientists, philosophers, anyone who could help. But how do you explain to someone that you see fragments of the future without sounding insane? The more he spoke, the more people backed away. Friends vanished, family whispered, he was alone. But not completely. One day, a letter arrived, handwritten, no address, no name, just 4 words, I see it too. The letter led him to a woman named Celeste. She was older, sharp-eyed, calm. She told him she had been seeing the future since she was a child. She called it the thread, as if all moments of time were stitched together by invisible lines. Some people, she said, could glimpse the thread, fewer could change it. Ethan poured out his fears, the visions, the disaster, the loneliness. Celeste listened, then placed a gentle hand on his arm. The future isn't set, she said quietly. We see possibilities, not certainties. The question is, what will you do with what you see? Together, they studied the visions. They mapped timelines, patterns, probabilities, and as they worked, Ethan began to notice something strange. The more he tried to change small events, helping someone avoid a car accident, preventing a house fire, the more the bigger visions shifted too. The ruined city, the empty streets, the ash. Every action, however small, bent the thread. But time fought back. For every disaster he prevented, another seemed to rise. It was like holding back a tidal wave with bare hands. Worse, some visions only appeared after he interfered, things he hadn't seen before, people he accidentally hurt by trying to help. He wondered if seeing the future was a gift or a curse. Was it fate he was fighting, or himself? One night, exhausted and on the verge of giving up, he saw her, a little girl standing alone in a park, crying. In the vision, she would be taken. The date was soon, too soon. He hesitated. Every time he intervened, something twisted out of control, but he couldn't ignore it. He found the park. He waited, and when the moment came, he stepped in. A small act, a life saved. And for the first time, the vision stopped. Silence, no flashes, no glimpses, just the present, still and quiet. Days passed, then weeks. He felt normal, whole. He met the girl's parents. He saw the ripple. They moved away, changed jobs, started fresh. The city didn't burn. The sky stayed clear. Ethan realized something profound. The future wasn't a movie to be watched, it was a story to be written. Not every disaster could be stopped, not every pain could be erased, but moments mattered, choices mattered, the thread could bend, and with enough hands, it could hold. Years later, older and wiser, Ethan stood in that same park where it had all begun. The world was still imperfect, still messy, still unpredictable, but it was alive. He no longer feared the future. He understood it now, not as a destination, but as a path. And sometimes, when he closed his eyes, he still saw flashes, but he smiled, because he knew no future was written in stone.